Okay, let's unpack this. We are diving into a question that's, well, it's been around for maybe 3,000 years. Straight from the Taittiriya Upanishad. Who are you, really? Our sources give us this incredible Vedantic map of the self. And the idea is that identity isn't just one thing. It's not your body, not just your mind or emotions. It's actually like 5 nested layers, sheaths, they call them, the Pañca-Kośa.
Exactly. It's a really powerful framework. And the goal, according to the text, isn't to be one of these layers. It's realizing you aren't any of them. The best analogy, honestly, it's those Russian nesting dolls.
Oh, okay. I can picture that.
Yeah. So your true self, the Ātman, that's the tiny solid doll right in the middle, indivisible. And these 5 kushas are just the hollow layers around it. Beautiful, maybe, but temporary containers for consciousness.
Like sheaths for a sword.
Precisely. And this whole teaching, it comes from the story about sage Brigu searching for Brahman, ultimate reality. His father, Varuna, guides him, but Brigu has to figure it out through intense focus and discipline tapas.
So it's not just casual navel-gazing. It's deep, structured self-investigation.
Definitely.
All right, let's walk through this map then. From the outside in, gross to subtle.
Sounds good. Let's start with the most obvious one, Pañca-Kośa, the food sheath.
Okay, food sheath, so the physical body.
Yep. Made from food, sustained by food eventually, returns to food.
Yeah.
It's the most basic level of identification. I am this body, plain and simple.
Got it. Layer 1, the physical self. What's next?
Moving a little subtler, we find the Pañca-Kośa, the energy sheath.
Energy. So like vitality, breath.
Yes, but more than just breath. It's the vital life force animating the physical body. Think circulation, metabolic energy, that feeling of being alive and vibrant.
Okay, so it's the underlying current, not just the mechanics.
Exactly. It governs all the physiological processes that make the Pañca-Kośa work. Here, the identification shifts slightly. I am my energy, my vitality.
Makes sense. Okay, layer 3. This feels like where things get more mental.
You got it. Manomaya-Kośa, the mind sheath. This is the everyday mind.
The busy one.
The very busy one. Reactive thoughts, immediate emotions, sensory inputs, habits, the ego, that constant chatter.
The voice that replays arguments while you're trying to sleep.
That's the one. The identification here is super common. I am my thoughts and my feelings.
Okay. What's deeper than that reactive mind?
Well, right past it, there's a different quality of mind. The Vijnanamaya-Kośa, the intellect sheath.
Intellect. Like reasoning, logic.
Yes, and more. It's the higher faculty, the buddhi. Discrimination, judgment, analysis, forming beliefs, understanding values. So where Manomaya just feels anger, Vijnanamaya analyzes it, decides if it's justified, maybe builds a whole philosophy around it.
I see. So it's the meaning-making layer. I am my beliefs, my understanding, my judgment.
Precisely. It gives structure to the raw data from the Manomaya-Kośa.
And the final layer, the innermost one before the solid doll.
Yes. The one that often feels like the final destination, the Manomaya-Kośa, the bliss sheath.
Bliss, so happiness, peace.
A very deep, profound kind. It's described as uncaused peace, inherent joy. Think of the deep stillness in dreamless sleep. It's incredibly subtle, very attractive.
Yeah, that sounds pretty ultimate. I am this peace, this bliss. Seems like you'd stop there.
Many do, but here's where it gets really interesting. As you said earlier, this is the critical twist. It's something called Drikdrishya Viveka, discriminating the seer from the seen.
Okay.
Even that profound bliss, that deep peace of the Anandamaya-Kośa, it's still something you experience.
Right.
You can observe it. You can say, I feel blissful.
So if you can observe it.
It's an object. It's seen. It's not the ultimate seer.
Wow. Okay. So all 5 sheaths, from the physical body right up to that deep inner peace, are things that are perceived, experienced.
Yeah, they are all part of the drisha, the scene. The goal isn't just to reach the bliss sheath.
Yeah.
It's to realize you're the drashta,
Yeah.
the witness, the Ātman, the one watching all 5 layers pass by like clouds.
You've got it. That's the core realization. That changes things quite a bit. It's not about achieving bliss, but recognizing the observer behind the bliss.
Precisely. And this ancient model actually maps surprisingly well onto some modern ideas.
Like Maslow's hierarchy? I can kind of see that.
Yeah, it's a common comparison. You can roughly map Anamaya to physiological needs, maybe Pratamaya and Manomaya to safety and belonging love, Vijnanamaya towards esteem.
And Anamaya, the bliss sheath, lines up pretty well with self-actualization, doesn't it?
It really does. But here's the key difference, and it's huge.
Okay.
For Maslow, self-actualization is basically the top, the peak. End of story. But in Vedanta, that Anandamaya-Kosha, that feeling of fulfillment and bliss, it's seen as the last veil, the final, most subtle layer you still need to see beyond to realize the true self, the Ātman.
So Maslow stops where Vedanta says the final step begins.
In a way, yes. It reframes self-actualization not as the end goal, but as the last stage before transcendence.
That's profound. Does this model have, like, practical uses today beyond the philosophical deep dive?
Oh, absolutely. It's used quite a bit in fields like integrated yoga therapy, IAYT. They use it as a holistic diagnostic framework.
How so?
Well, they might see illness in the physical body, the Anamaya-Kosha, not just as a physical problem, but potentially starting elsewhere. Maybe chronic stress in the Manamaya or Vijnanamaya-Koshas disrupts the energy flow in the Pratamaya-Kosha, and that then manifests physically. It helps look for the root cause across all layers, not just treating the symptom.
I see. So it connects mind, energy, and body in a very structured way.
Exactly. It provides a comprehensive map of the human being.
So to wrap up, the Taittiriya Upanyan essentially gives us this detailed, step-by-step guide for taking apart our sense of identity layer by layer.
To ultimately realize that unchanging awareness, the witness, the Ātman that lies beneath it all.
Which leaves us with a really powerful thought to chew on, doesn't it?
It does. It fundamentally flips the usual way we think about ourselves. The text basically implies you don't have a self. You are the self. What you have are these 5 sheaths, these 5 layers of experience that you constantly mistake for yourself.
Wow, okay. Lots to think about there. You are the self, you have the sheaths.